Hey Iowa, it is Congressman Zach Nunn. We are coming to you from our in-district conversations with Iowans. We've just been at the state capitol talking with Iowans about their great ideas and recommendations as we head into this golden era of a new president and a new opportunity to help lead our country forward. So with that, let's jump right into some of the key legislation that we've been working on. First and foremost, I've introduced a bill to hold the U.S. Department of Treasury accountable. This week, we hit the debt ceiling, which means that we've got to make sure that America not only pays its bills, but remains solvent, knowing that we've got a $36 trillion debt that DC's racked up. With this, the Treasury Department has the ability to move vast sums of money around, almost $500 billion, with little to no accountability. My bill would help make sure there is clear transparency on where your tax dollars are being spent until the budget is finally passed. This is important not only to hold DC accountable, but to make sure that your tax dollars are being used in the best way possible. Also this week, we dropped important legislation to help Iowa's small business. Over 99% of businesses in Iowa are small businesses. It's the backbone of our economy. But the Department of the Treasury has looked to aggressively punish small businesses who fail to report in what's called the Corporate Transparency Act. Now really what this has done is it's resulted in high fines and fees for non-compliant small businesses like a Main Street hair salon, your dentist, even your small LLC or a family farm. It's a $500 fine per day, and to file the paperwork can cost as much as $8,000 per small business. There's 32 million small businesses across America, and hardly any of them know this is even a requirement. This last vestige of the Biden administration needs to end. It's one of the reasons that my bill will extend out for over a year to allow small businesses to not only be compliant, but to make sure that it does what it's intended to do: stop foreign companies from becoming shell companies right here in the United States. I'm confident together that we can help our small business not only succeed, but stop this over-regulation coming out of our Treasury Department that impacts all of us with the Corporate Transparency Act. Friends, I've also learned from my 2 decades in the military, including serving as the director of cybersecurity, that ransomware attacks are a real cost to both you and our country. It's an attack by groups out of China who have targeted your social security number, your personal information, stealing it so they can use it either to elicit more money or to hold you hostage going forward. And it's happening not only to our seniors, but to some of our youngest Americans under 18 who may not even know they've been hacked until much later in life. It's one of the reasons I'm leading the fight against ransomware. This billion-dollar exploitation by a near-peer adversary, that coming from communist China, is a real threat, not only to our intellectual property, our strategic advantage militarily, but specifically when they target American citizens to gain advantage over them. We've got to be able to hold the line and hold China accountable, and that's exactly what my legislation will do. Iowa, as we are back here in Des Moines, we are kicking off our 21 county tour again. It's been great. This weekend we were able to welcome home our National Guard members as they came back from service in both Kosovo and at the southern border. We met with Waukee students and talked with them about IJAG programs. We're going to be going out to Cass, Montgomery, and Taylor County to meet with veterans, talk about childcare in rural Iowa, and make sure that our rural communities, both the hometown and our family farms, have their voice heard. Iowa, it's always a privilege to serve you, and I'm going to continue to fight to take Iowa's best recommendations and best practices back to Washington, D.C. and fight on your behalf. We'll see you soon around Iowa.